Alright, so I'm going to try to explain the basics of like guitar type theory. So the bass, you got the four strings, right? It goes E, A, D, and G. Okay? E, A, D, and G. And that's the standard tuning. And the thing to know about like a guitar is that this note here is the same as on the 12th fret, which is the double dotted fret. It's the same note but an octave apart. E and E. A and A. D all the way up, right? And on every 7th fret here, you've got the harmony. Right? Same thing on this string. So, every 5 frets, you've got the same note here on this 5th fret as the open of the next string. So that's the same note, same thing here. Right? Right? Now what's cool about that is if we know that the melody note and then the harmony note is 7 frets up, well, if we know that it repeats after 5, so go here, and then it's 1, 2, go here and go 1, 2, the harmony's right there. Melody, harmony, and then octave is here, but the octave is the harmony if we make the harmony the melody, right? Which means that it's there. So now you've got these 3 notes that you know are right. And the next step is applying a small little scale. This is basically the minor pentatonic, where you have 7 notes that no matter what groove you're playing in, it's almost always going to be right. So if we start, we got to find the root note or home bass, which is going to be, we're going to choose the 5th fret for the example. So 5th fret on the low E string here. Okay. Now it's a really simple pattern. You got this note, you skip 1 and go to the next one. And then you don't skip 1, you just go to the next one. So skip 1, then don't skip 1, then skip 1, then skip another 1, then don't skip 1, then skip 1, then skip. And you notice here, we're at the octave of our first note. So the pattern again. Root note, home bass, you skip 1, then don't, then skip, then skip, then don't, then skip, then skip. Pretty simple. Skip, don't, skip, skip, don't, skip, skip. Okay, so how do we apply all the notes that we just learned, right? Is you have to first, the bass is all about setting foundation, like a rhythm. So you choose a groove, right? Usually going with the drums, usually, you know, you play with the kick drum and then kind of you choose your groove based on what it's doing, right? So in this case, because we don't have drums, we'll just choose something. So I'm going to choose right? Pretty simple. You mute the strings by you play, just rest your finger on the string that stops it. And if you kind of hit it down, it hits the pickup, makes that slap sound, right? So we got our groove, but that can get pretty boring after a while. 10 minutes of So now we can use our pattern and we just follow our groove. once you've kind of experimented with that and kind of practiced going up, now you're going, what, then again it gets boring because you're just following up and down, and that's kind of, So how do you get out of that? Well, now just pick any note from there, start at your root note, and then pick a different note and just keep playing, your groove. So if we're going, that's pretty good. That's a new bass line. We can come up with some lyrics, come up with some drums, and we've got something good, right? You can also work on sliding, so like, right? But then remember when I also talked about the harmonies and the melodies being, if this is your root note here, then the harmony be here, the melody here. Well, if you've got this note, then you've got the harmony and melody of it, right? But if you have this note, you've also got the harmony and melody of that one, and this 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 one. Tons of harmonies and melodies. So now you've got, instead of just one string, you've unlocked 3 strings. All right, now with that information, let's come up with a groove, knowing that we can use this note, and this note, this note, this note, this note, right? Just those first few. Check this out.